kushika mbavu jinsi ambavyo watu wanaongea Kiingereza cha kuchekesha. Bwana, ukumbuke kwamba sheria za Tanzania zinaruhusu kwamba mtu yeyote agombee nafasi ya ubunge kama anajua kusoma na kuandika tu. Bwana, mbunge ambaye anafahamika kwamba hakusoma sana, alishia darasa la 7 pekee, yani Joseph Msukuma, naye auliza swali kwa Kiingereza, utacheka mpaka uvunjike mbavu. Lakini pia atakuja mgombea kwa kupitia chama cha ACT Wazalendo, Ado Shaibu, naye ataulizwa maswali magumu mpaka Kiingereza kitamchanganya. Bwana, angalia, ufurahi na ucheke mpaka mbavu zivunjike. Bwana, hii ni zaidi ya heka heka.
Thank you so much. That was the... There's another question from Honorable Joseph Kasheku Msukuma.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance. Mr. Amnya, I want to ask you one question. Where are you? What did you do? What did you do for last 5 years?
Yeah, I think you have heard his question. Okay, honorable members, please hold on. Mnya, did you hear his question? Did you hear his question? Did you hear his question?
No, madam.
Okay, members of parliament, please come down. Let's hear Honorable Msukuma.
What did you do for last 5 years?
Okay, so... okay, I'll help you. He's asking, what did you do for the past 5 years? That's his question. Okay, you're still showing signs that you haven't heard. Did you hear me?
Can you help?
Okay, members of parliament, let's give him a chance to respond. Members of parliament, let's give him a chance to respond. Okay, let me repeat his question. Please listen to me. He's asking, what did you do for the past 5 years? That is his question.
Thank you very much. Well, for the past 5 years, the main work of the Legislative Assembly, their works in committees, their work in the Assembly. We have passed a lot of bills. We have done a lot of oversight. There are a lot of things. Even I have passed some motions. So there are a lot which I have done for the last 5 years. And all other things, it depends on the group of other colleagues. There was one very crucial bill from one member of the Kenya, private bill, whereby we managed to stop, because it was very bad bill from our country. Economically, it would destroy our customs. So one of the things which we denied together, those are the things which we did.
Okay, thank you so much. There are no more questions. Now you're given 30 seconds to wind up. Then you may leave.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm standing before here humbly to ask for a vote. But I'm repeating again, if those votes are interfering with my colleague vote of CCM Zanzibar, don't vote for me. But if those votes are enabling you to vote for the one slot of opposition, please vote for me. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You may take your leave now. Katibu, Waheshimiwa bunge, tunaelekea kundi la 3. Kundi la wagombea wa vyama vya walio wachache bungeni. Na hapa tunao watatu. Katibu.
Ndugu Ado Shaibu Ado.
Mr. Ado Shaibu Ado, you're welcome to the Parliament of Tanzania, and before you are the members of Parliament who you are standing there to convince them so that they vote for you to represent the country to the East Africa Legislative Assembly. And in that respect, you're given 3 minutes to do just that. Please.
Honorable Speaker and honorable members of the Parliament, I salute you in the name and the spirit of the United Republic of Tanzania. And you know what to respond. As introduced, my name is Ado Shaibu Ado. I am humbly standing before you, honorable members, to kindly request for your votes so that I can represent our beloved country, Tanzania, in the East African Legislative Assembly. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, before I proceed, please allow me to express my pleasure and delight for stepping foot in this honorable parliament, whose speaker, one of the fine legal minds in Tanzania, Honorable Tulia Ackson Mwansasu, was one of my lecturers at the University of Dar es Salaam a decade ago, where I graduated with a Bachelor of Laws. While at the University of Dar es Salaam, I remember Professor Paramagamba Kabudi, who is also a member to this house, together with Dr. Gaston Kennedy, who is serving us at the United Nations, taught us a new course called the East African Community Law. Its main objective was to prepare Tanzanian lawyers like myself to serve competently in the organs of the East African community, such as the East African Legislative Assembly, the East African Court of Justice, and the Secretariat. It therefore follows Ado Shaibu is academically prepared to serve for the role. Apart from my academic background, the Honorable Speaker, Ado Shaibu is a true believer in Pan-Africanism. And I'm very happy that Dr. Bashiru Ali Kakulwa is also a member to this house. He can testify that we worked together, we volunteered together. A decade ago, we volunteered together at the Mwalimu Nyerere Professorial Chair in Pan-African Studies. And we proudly sang, Afrika Moja, Afrika Huru. I volunteered, served, and dedicated my time in various Pan-African movements and platforms in East Africa and elsewhere in Africa.
Thank you so much, Ado.
My promise, if elected, is twofold. One, I promise that I will protect and defend the interests of Tanzania.
Ado Shaibu, the Speaker is calling you. Wait a second.
Thank you.
The members have heard you. Now they'll have a chance to ask you questions if they have any. And I'm seeing 3 members who have just rose up. So I'll start with Constantine John Kanyasu.
I thank you, Madam Speaker. Tanzania is the second largest country in East Africa, with the new coming in of DRC Congo. It is strategically located with potential competitive advantages. I want to know what are you agenda to push in East Africa to make Tanzania great? Thank you.
Mr. Ado Shaibu Ado, you're given 1 minute to respond to a member's question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The main sector of economy in Tanzania is agriculture. And therefore, my push will be to provide and to look for market for agriculture products from Tanzania. We have a lot of markets in East Africa. So my priority will be marketing for agricultural products. Thank you.
Honorable Mwanaisha Ulenge.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question to Ado Shaibu is as follows. The legal and institutional framework of EAC is not in line with our national one. Do you agree with that? And if it is yes, as a member of IALA, how are you coming to make sure Tanzania will harmonize at the same time we benefit with that?
Mr. Ado Shaibu, did you understand his question?
I have not heard her well.
Please repeat yourself.
Okay, I have said the legal and institutional framework of EAC is not in line with our national. Do you agree? And if it is yes, as a member of IALA, how are you going to make sure Tanzania will harmonize and at the same time we benefit? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker.
Wait, you have to be called before you speak. Now you have a chance to respond to her question.
Honorable Speaker, as said before, I've been taught in East African laws. The East African community operates under international law. It has its legal framework and administrative framework. Legally, we have the treaty and we have protocols. Administratively, we have organs. We have organs in the East African community. So the way I see it, there is a correlation between the legal and administrative framework of the community and the linkedness with the framework of the nation. For instance, one example. There is a direct link between the East African Legislative Assembly and this House. There is a link.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable Jessica Kishoa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Candidate, the EU has criticized the construction of Uganda-Tanzania pipeline project. And we know that in East Africa, this is a big project. What is your position on this?
I am sorry, members. I'm going to rule that out as a question for the candidate. So I will let another member speak because that will be the third question. So, Honorable Juma, I think.
I thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to pose one question to the Honorable contestant. At times there occur contradiction between the jurisdictions of the member states and the ambience of the law establishing East African Legislative Assembly. When that happens, what would be your useful wisdom?
Come again? I don't see you properly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't see you properly.
Okay. No problem. Just hold on. Can you please repeat yourself?
I would like to pose one question to the Honorable contestant. Honorable Speaker, at times there occur contradictions between the jurisdictions of the member states and the ambience of the East African Legislative Assembly law. When that happens, and as a seasoned lawyer, what is your wisdom? When that happens, what is your wisdom?
Okay, have you understood it? Have you understood his question?
I'm not sure if I got the question properly.
Okay, wait a second. Since you said I was your teacher, I'm going to explain what he's asking.
Yes.
He's asking when there are contradictions, and I think because we are used to teaching by examples, if there are contradictions between what this House wants and what the East Africa Legislative Assembly wants, in your wisdom, what are you going to do?
Tanzania is a sovereign state. When the interest of Tanzania conflicts with the issues in the East African community, my duty will be to stand and protect for the interest of Tanzania. That will be my wisdom. That's why in my motto, I said it categorically, our country first. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, because you have been asked 3 questions already, I'll give you 30 seconds to wind up, then you can go. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the Parliament, I humbly, with profound humility, request for your votes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ada Shaibu. You may now take your leave. Thank you so much.
Katibu anayefuata. Jafar Saidi Mneke.